Good morning, YouTube. Today we are going to tear out those bunk lines and we're going to replace them with those that we got in the last video. But first we got to start with cleanup. Up here, we got to move the cows out of the way and then tear down the old bunks. Rip the boards off the concrete that we used as a backboard. Move them out of here and then we'll lay the new ones in. And you guys get to meet Tyler, aka Mew. You know, it's awkward being on camera, so now I feel like it's easier for me if I make everybody else awkward.
That's true.
On the bright side, it's only like 12,000 people.
Only.
Old bunks are out. Got it all leveled off with what we had to work with anyways. Not a real big spot, but we got it looking pretty good. So now we can start our journey, get this baby finished up. Truck's loading up with water. We're gonna head over to the feed yard and water. I do not have water over there, so I still have to haul water. Never have got it over there, and honestly probably never will. It's not my forever place, so I'm not going to spend the money on that. But we're going to go water and feed into those new bunks. I'm going to walk through those bunks up close with you guys, show you what they look like, let you know who I bought them from in case you guys are interested. But guess what? Yep, planter is on. All we got to do is add some seed and then adjust these row cleaners. They were the last field we did last year was a no-till. We planted into, what was it? I think some like triticale stubble. Anyways, we had them all the way up, so we're gonna have to drop them down a little bit when we hit the field tomorrow. So we just clean off a little bit, but we're starting to plant. For the record, today is April 10th. We are just kind of testing the waters. The other planter, the main planter, is going right over there by the grain bin. Dad's running it, so let's run over there real quick and see how he's doing, and then let's go water. Well, I guess it's not going too good. They had a little bit of a problem. One of the hydraulic hoses that go from this blower fan here into the remotes rubbed a hole on the frame, poked a hole in it. So now my dad and uncle are heading up to Titan to have a new hose made real quick so they can keep going. So let's go water. Behold the new water truck. Switched it over. Had the old C660 if you guys remember it. Maybe not. Before you guys yell at me about the dirty water tank, we've had really strong winds, probably 40, 50 mile an hour winds the last 10 days, probably 6 out of the 10 days. It's just dust. It ain't gonna hurt them. It ain't bad water. I mean, if you want to come clean it out, be my guest. I don't care. but it's not, it's fine. This water truck got upgraded. I wanted to get a diesel instead of the gas C60 Chevy truck that I had. So I bought this. It was a van truck, like a box truck, I guess, whatever you want to call it. We cut the box off, cut the back like 6 foot of the frame off, shortened the truck up that way, put a big tank on it, switched all the plumbing over to 4-inch. So that way when I'm watering cows over the winter, it's all 4-inch. It flows really fast. It doesn't take long to fill up. Because I run 2 to 3 of these a day through the winter. And we're taking care of winter cows for other people. So, upgrade. You hate to pay for them, but sometimes you gotta spend money to make money. What do you want? All right, so these are the bunks. Everything's always harder to tell on camera, but this edge goes straight up and down. This edge is an angle. So these feed bunks are very similar to like a J bunk, like a concrete one, design wise, except to me it looks like they can hold way more. They're 26 foot long each, so there's 3 of them here. I don't know, this is probably, I know he told me the measurements and I can't remember. It's probably 4.5 foot tall or so. These are bottomless bunks. One thing really cool that I've always wanted bottomless bunks for is because when I'm done and there's leftover crap in here when they go to pasture, I can just move these bunks and scoop it out instead of doing it all by hand. I don't have to have an expensive bunk cleaner. It makes sense for me. I was feeding out of small concrete bunks. You could tell on some of my other videos I had boards right here that were on angles. It just didn't work because they were so small capacity. Now I know if I really wanted to, I could fill these up with that whole feed wagon. The problem is I don't have enough head space for all my cows, so I got to go down to the bunks down there, which I did not replace yet. That's for another day with different time. These bunks here would easy hold it. I mean, I know the camera doesn't do justice, but they are huge. So I'm really excited. Let's get feeding on these things. This side here from bottom to top is 24 inches. This side's similar, but let's get feeding. You can see they got plenty of room here. Feeding into these bunks is absolutely amazing compared to them concrete ones because they're a lot wider. With this style feed wagon, I don't know, it's a lot simpler. I got a lot of feed in here and it didn't even come halfway up this thing. I'm thinking this is gonna help eliminate them pushing it up and over, especially if I don't pack them plumb full. I did realize that I didn't put quite enough in here because I ended up putting like, I don't know, I think I put 1,500 some pounds in these 3 bunks. 1,500? Yeah, I think so. And I put about 1,100 in those other bunks, so, and they're pretty full, so definitely next time I'm gonna put more in here. Obviously this would easily hold 3,000 or 4,000 pounds of my ration. You can also tell their head looks really comfortable right there. This bar is not putting a lot of pressure on their neck. They don't have a lot of pressure on the bottom of their neck. They can reach the ground real easy. Of course, these are full-size cows. Let's go see if we can find some heifers. I think the heifers are all over there right now. I think I spooked them, but that bar is high enough. You really don't even have to worry about them jumping. I mean, if you had maniac cows, I suppose you could go higher, but these things are sweet. Holds a lot of feed. plenty of room. I'm not even worried about cows. I had to do a little modifications. 26-foot dent equal my 80-foot, but one thing I could do if I really wanted to feed small calves, which after seeing these with the cows, I'm not worried about it at all, but you can overlap the top one onto the bottom, so that way this little piece right here is gone. That would make them quite a bit shorter, but I think you'd have to feed really small calves for that, because otherwise this looks really good. And these aren't sharp, guys. They're thick. It's guardrail. You don't have to worry about that. If you're interested in some bunks like these, I told him I was gonna butcher his last name, and I'm definitely gonna do it. He told me how to say it, and I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry, Nathan. His name is, maybe if I look it up and sound it out. I'm not very good with names, so so his name is, I'm gonna put it right here on the bottom of the screen. I'll type it out. But his name is Nathan Gaiu. Gaino? Sorry, Nathan. Told you I was gonna butcher that. Anyways, if you are interested in these bunks, he sells them. He's got them listed for a good price. So if you're interested in them, he told me I can give you his number. Just reach out to me. I don't want to slam his number all over the internet here. So if you really are interested in these or anything similar, he does a lot of welding and stuff. He's up in South Central Nebraska. Anyways, send me a message if you want his information. I can give you his cell phone number. Let him know that I sent you, and he'll get you hooked up with some of these. But definitely a really big improvement here. Hello, people. We're going planting today. Sun is bright. So they actually started planting with this tractor yesterday. I didn't film anything. I had the flu, so I really wasn't doing a whole lot. I guess I had the flu the previous night, so I was just a little sluggish yesterday. Didn't get a lot of sleep, so I didn't really film yesterday, but we are today. I'm just trying to figure out where we left off yesterday. Roughly about 4 or 5 rounds left here, and we got to do these end rows, and then we're heading to the other field. We'll start that one up, and then we got Tyler's going to take over for me. Tyler's going to take over for me, and then I think me and Dad are going to go put a bunch of equipment away. We got to put our rip baller away, which we're done with now, and then tuck it in the back of the shed and hook the fuel cultivator on, just a few other odds and ends.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Tyler. I'm Jesse's new hired hand. We're planting corn. Yeah, I think he said between the two planters this morning we got over 700 acres done already, so that's exciting. He's planting in rows right now. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's kind of getting the perimeter done for me, and then I'm going to be taking over, and we're just going to see how the day goes.
That's all on today's video. Pretty much turned into a whole week, kind of combined together, I guess. I know the video is getting pretty long, so we're going to leave off there. I'm going to run inside and get a haircut because I can't stand the shag anymore. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Also, down in the description, we did put a P.O Box. If you want to send something, feel free to. If you want to write us a letter, we'll read it on the channel, whatever. If you have a t-shirt or something you want to see your company on, send one on over. It's all down below in the description. And that's all I got for you guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Much better. Lost 3 pounds just on that haircut.